too bad, he's up.
Level 5! Level 5!
Mean something!
Okay, as you make your way down towards the Ramshackle, the inn that you stayed in the previous, or a night or two ago, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of you enter. Jorgen, you're towards the back, and just as you're about to enter, give me a perception check with advantage.
I would give you guidance when I'm unconscious currently.
Very unconscious.
Perception with advantage. Drum roll, please.
My pen's gone.
With your 19, you feel something like, you know that feeling you get where you feel like a bug crawling on your skin? It feels like something trying to climb on your leg, like you're right near your ankle, just trying to climb up your leg.
Fucking fleas again.
As you look down, this very small creature looks like a tiny little man in a funny kind of long straw hat. It's just trying to scramble up your fur.
Hello there. What do you sound like?
These particular creatures are mute. That's not written by me.
That's a fucking cop-out, Jazz.
It's not. It is not. It is not. I'll show you what this looks like as this thing starts to climb up your fur. Where are you?
At least now the DM has an NPC who doesn't talk for a reason.
So this little guy,
Is it the left or the right?
the one with the
Oh,
with
dude,
the,
or the coat?
with the,
Aw,
with the coat,
cute.
this guy here, he's climbing up, and as you ask him, "What are you doing?" You just see him stop, looks at you with these like eyes which aren't really there, just this humanoid-looking shaped head, gives it a tilt, but then just keeps kind of climbing in. But this creature's also trying to climb like under your fur.
Is he cold?
Guys,
Is he
get it off me,
cold?
get it off me, get it off me, get it off me, get it off me, get it off.
Just smack like the biggest like friggin' like mozzie that's had just so much blood.
You enter. What do you do? Anything?
Yeah. I do what my cat does when he freaks the fuck out. Which is basically going to that sort of spring jump. But I let go of Sly.
Excellent. As you jump and kind of like almost throw Sly in the air.
Almost.
Oh, you do. Sly, give me 1d6, please.
I mean, not from that high.
Well, when he's up, he's going to throw it in the air. You take 1 point of fall damage. You hit the ground and remain unconscious. This little creature attached to you, Jorgen, like holds on as much as it can, but eventually it sort of falls off. And you see it kind of stand there in the snow, looking up at you, looks left and right, and just sort of waits for a moment. Slowly starts to back away.
Does it look hostile? Or does it just look cold? Inside check.
Yeah, make an insight check.
I crouch down a little bit and take out some like crusty bread and just hold it out.
I'm 22.
It immediately runs forward to you, Jorgen, grabs the crusty bread and just starts pulling it apart and just munching on it. Beatrice, it doesn't look like it's ready to kill you guys at all. It looks pretty harmless, like it's just trying to find somewhere warm out of the wind.
Jorgen jumps forward and bites its neck and shakes it so it
The eyes go.
Can I go and try and pick it up nicely?
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, if
Like,
it's that hungry, it was climbing all over me.
yeah.
Little friend.
As
It's
little
wonderful
friends.
green scarf to wrap it in to keep it warm.
Has it got big, sharp, pointy teeth?
no, having a close look at it now while it's trying to munch on this bread, you can see it's pulling it apart into small pieces it possibly can to make sense for its face. No big pointy teeth. I mean, its head would be about as big as your thumbnail.
Good size for blueberries, then.
And as you try to approach it and pick this thing up, Beatrice, it kind of just looks at you and backs away and kind of shuffles over towards Jorgen's feet.
It's okay. You can come inside.
It just bolts inside, poof, runs past you all.
It's a tiny, teeny, tiny vampire. You've invited inside.
And now we've attracted pests.
And
Or
Pops,
it's a
It's a
feature.
good thing we're the cat.
Pops, as you all walk in, halts for a moment in the doorway. It says, I think I'm done here. I'm heading back to the tavern, see if I can pick up some work and keep myself hidden from these vindicators chasing me. I think, Grakov, we're better apart than together. Smaller target.
But if they don't know that there's this tavern isn't a feature of the town as yet, aren't you better off in a place of relative anonymity?
I've seen and heard and witnessed, same as seen, the kind of things which you lot have been up to just in the last 2 weeks across a number of different towns, and trying to stay with you all and remain anonymous seems futile.
Do you have enough fun? Get yourself started.
I'm alright.
Are you sure?
I mean, I'll take your money if you want to give it to me. I'll take your cash if you want to give it to me.
I think this guy over here has put you through a lot of shit.
As Pop says that, Sly lets out a little sleep fart.
Man.
I'm gonna toss her one of the tourmaline gems I have.
I appreciate that, Beatrice. I really do. I mean,
Just remember it if we cross paths again.
I will. Grakov, we're not finished yet. But I'm sure we will be.
I'm on your side.
I feel like our paths will cross again when these vindicators, when we sort them out once and for all.
How should we? Is there a signal? How can we communicate if we need to?
Probably a lot of screaming, I'd imagine. But
Or fire?
fire, I'll know where the fire is. You guys will be there, but you are not as conspicuous as you all might think. You seem to be leaving a fairly significant trail in your wake. You shouldn't be that hard to find. Bear that in mind, though. If I can find you pretty easily, then so can those vindicators. I don't know exactly what they want yet, or why they want it. I don't intend to find out. I'm going to lay low. If I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Appreciate
She looks
it.
at you all, gives you a nod, and heads off. Seeing that happen, Tali says, well, I might just leave as well. I mean, I've come to Lonely Wood. I've done what I set out to do. It was, as best I could. I've taken some pages of notes of what scraps remained. And she gives you a filthy look, Beatrice. Maybe it's time
Sly just mumbles in his sleep and just says, "Fucking finally."
It's about this time that Sly starts to... It's almost ready to wake up. She says, I might see if I can return to Bremen on one of those boats in the morning and meet up with Nessie or explore further to the east.
She's going back to Bremen. Ask her, she'll take the package.
Do you have the stomach to take this sack with you?
Ooh,
It's for Impa.
Make a persuasion check.
She murdered her husband.
It's not my strong suit. I don't do well with that kind of thing.
I'll as they will start to wake up, I'll reach out on the floor and I'll just tap Greykov and give him guidance.
Hey. Oh,
That's not going to help. 10.
he's 10.
Okay. The cold should keep the smell away. Yes, it's not going to smell, leak, be anything disgusting. It should.
Keep it out in the weather. Keep it nice.
Give it to me. I'll put it in a hold. I'll make sure Impa gets it.
Yeah. Let's see if I've got anything else to put with it.
Do I have some oil skin?
Maybe just say that, like, why you are giving Impa the head instead of just presenting Impa with the head.
Yeah, I was thinking of leaving a note.
We had that discussion. We were thinking of going with compliments. And that she'd probably get it because, like, you know.
But I don't need a note because she has a face.
That is true.
So I couldn't just say, like,
She has a face.
if you tell Impa...
It is done.
It is done. It is done sounds very Greykov-like, and I think she might understand that. It is done.
Yeah. It's for boss.
Or was. Okay, I'll take it. I'll deliver it to her. Thank you for bringing me here and, well, to the best of your ability, and perhaps one day our paths will cross again. And she takes the bag, she carries it like way in front of her as best she can and starts to make her way off to the docks to negotiate passage.
Slide gets up off the ground and I'm like, why are we here now? Weren't we just at the other place?
You passed out. Can't hold your fishki.
Should I tell her?
I assure you, I can definitely hold my fishki.
That's the question.
You passed out.
It's probably for the best.
Beatrice.
Hmm.
Can I talk to you somewhere private for a hot second?
Sure.
How do we do it?
It's not like that, Greykov, you dirty fucking dog.
Once you come in and close the door behind you, that little creature, it just starts to find its way closer to you and closer to you, still munching on the bread you gave it. But Sly, Beatrice, over to you.
Do you have your spells for identifying things, Beatrice?
It's a ritual. It'll take you 10 minutes.
Okay, that might be a lot of time, and they may get some ideas for you and I.
What do
If you don't mind that.
I think?
I mean, do we have to spend the entire 10 minutes doing the ritual, or we
I
can
do.
do... Okay. I need you to check something for me on my neck.
Hmm.
And just make sure that it's not active currently.
I see. I can try. Sure. All right.
All right, I'll take off my scarf, and you'll see that there's essentially from like under the chin down is burn marks, and then Sly turns and she puts her like the back of her coat down, and you can see the burns continue down, and you see there is a giant branded X on her, like the nape of her neck, like right down to the like at the base where her spine is.
Does this one look like the same X that was on Greykov's like Vindicator sheet thing?
And on my neck.
Oh no, his neck. Different X.
Make a... No, you wouldn't need to make a check for this. You would know Greykov's neck well enough to know that this is not the same mark.
Yeah,
No,
you'll
but-
see in the middle of the X there is a design which I think I sent to Jazz, which I can share with you, Maddie. But in the middle of that, there is a very intricate, essentially like a seal.
Okay.
I just need to make sure that this isn't still going on. And you see, even below where she shows you, you can see that the scars continue down, the burn scars.
Mm-hmm.
How much is all messed up like this?
A lot.
That must have sucked.
It did. It really did. Moisture farms can be very dangerous.
Remind me never to get into them. All right, now crack out my bits and bobs.
Just get your bits out.
Get my bits out. Get them all in order.
I mean, we can take longer than the 10 minutes if you want to get a bit warmer.
I have to concentrate. All right, I'm gonna cast Identify and see if there's any like magical pizzazz going on all up in this business.
1 second. As you sit there and focus on this item and cast that spell, it doesn't appear to give off anything that you can identify as being magical. But you do kind of pick up that this has, what am I trying to say? Through Identify spell, you can pick up that this was not made by anything. It's not a tattoo. It's not necessarily a scar that looks like a normal scar. This looks like it's something which has come from the bottom up.
Like a welt?
Yeah, a bit like a welt, but a welt of scar tissue, but not from external damage. Like raised skin.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I'm just trying to think about. Can I do kind of a general Arcana check?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sort of angling more towards like possession, given what I've seen of Sly previously.
Yep. Give me
Just
that
to-
Arcana check.
Because like just because I can put two bits and bobs together, I mean that one it's accurate or two my character can. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's for a 25.
Yeah, absolutely. You can pick up that this does look demonic in nature.
Sorry, what was that? My husband was rudely whispering at me.
Very much looks demonic in nature.
Is there anything similar in the Codex Macabre?
Make an well, you can
Make
put
a
two
reading
in.
check.
Make a
Read
reading
it.
check, yeah.
I can't read the language it's written in, but Sly can. So if I know what I'm looking for,
Well,
I might be able to get her
Yeah.
I just
and see if she can
I just sent Maddie the symbol, which would probably be very noticeable, potentially,
Yes.
rather
yes.
than the actual words.
While you're flicking through the Codex Macabre, you don't see exactly that symbol, but you can kind of get pieces of it sketched throughout. No idea what it means, because everything else in that book is written in something unintelligible. But
Yeah,
you
well,
can
you
kind
said-
of pick up the different shapes which make up part of that scar tissue.
mind like a steel trap here. You said historically this book was written in Infernal. Now I said I couldn't read Infernal, but Sly could. So at the bits where the symbols line up, I'm going to point them out to Sly and get her to read them to me, or translate them for me.
We'll take that one offline.
Okay.
I know I kept
I
that.
think that's more for DM to be able to like read it out.
Yeah. But yes, there is certainly some connection there. We'll
Is
take
there
the rest
anything
offline.
in the journal that we found from What are we gonna call her? Because we can't call her like Tolban's wife, Zane's wife, and Beatrice's lover. She needs like the love triangle lady. I don't know.
The lady, the gin, the essence, the life force, the
Do we have a name for her? Is there a name in the book?
Freya.
Sorry?
Betrayer.
The one who wrote this journal,
the
Yeah.
betrayer.
you all know her by different names. Beatrice,
Yeah.
you know her by her most recent name.
Like- To identify her.
Sorry, I just cut out. You want to just know her name or not?
Oh no, we want to give. I'm saying I want to give her a collective name so that we can refer to her as a singular entity
Oh.
rather than.
With
The
that lady
betrayer
from-
sounds good.
Okay.
The betrayer sounds good.
So in the Betrayer's journal, is there anything that like looks similar to the mark that's on Sly?
You can see the journal, by the way.
Yeah.
If you want to look in the journal, inside of Foundry, where you've got like the basic list of all the chat messages and all the spells that are cast. Across the top of that is a list of different icons, and one of those icons is a journal. And in there, you should see Player Handout's Mysterious Journal.
All right.
6 pages.
Well,
Lots of
there's
pretty
like a-
pictures.
Symbol thing that looks like it's not an X. It looks more like a compass thing.
Looks more. There should be.
No, I mean the journal now. I'm just
Oh,
saying
you're in
like,
the
there's a
journal. Cool.
that looks like a compass, and then there's like an arcanic kind of circle thing that doesn't look like an X and it's got a whole bunch of symbols on it.
The one that
any
was a bit scaraby was the one that was on the door.
Yeah, there's one on the left.
And the final page has has like 12 different symbols on it.
Yeah, on page 2, there's 2 different symbols. There's one on the right, which was on the door, and then there's one on the left.
Look, you've had a thorough check of this journal. Nothing jumps out at you saying it looks like it's the same kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. She might have been her lover too.
It could be her.
Is it activated? Is it working? Is it magical still?
This is a very odd thing you got going on here.
No more
What
odd
do
than
you
everyone
think-
else. Pardon?
What do you think that this is?
I know what it is.
Alright. Well, why don't you... Well, do. What is it?
Do I need to make a roll, DM?
Sure, let's go for a roll. Wisdom
What am I
check.
rolling?
Wisdom check.
– 16.
You maintain your composure.
Well, this, and I point to the mark to Beatrice, is the symbol of a devil that I was captured by. You heard about the stuff that happened with El Terrell and Baldur's Gate. How El Terrell was sunk into the hells. And then was eventually rescued. But not everyone was rescued. I was stuck there for 10 years. And I was captured by a devil named Mylorna. And she branded me with this. And it forced me to do things, to be things that I'm not. For 10 years. And it was through the help of Timora, my goddess, who helped me eventually freed. And I thought that was it, but it's been activated or flaring up. I don't exactly know, but it's not me. It's her. And
So, from what I can see, is that this is no arcanic kind of magic. This is demonic magic, and as such, I have a more limited knowledge. But this is not magic that has been placed upon you. This is magic that has been drawn forth from within you. This thing is still inside you, as far as I can tell.
but it should have been. It should be gone. I mean, I escaped. Tamara helped me get away from all of this. It shouldn't still be active. I don't know if it's Faerun, if it's oral or something, but it shouldn't still be active. I want my life to get back to normal. I don't want to be a slave anymore. I don't want to be not in control of my body. I just want to be myself.
Some scars, I think, run too deep. And that might not be a choice that you have. It might be, and we might be able to find a solution to it, but you have not been yourself, and you have not been yourself since we met. And you went on and on at me about not trusting you. That there was always more than just you there. I've seen it more than once. The last time I saw it, you collapsed to the floor. Unconscious.
You mean
You
like
can't
5
go and
minutes
tell me
ago?
that you are bereft of this presence.
It shouldn't still be active. She shouldn't have control, especially not here, not in Faerun. It shouldn't be possible.
I don't say that she has control. I say that there's a vying for maybe temporary power, maybe guiding choices. I wouldn't say that you have been in total possession. But the time before this was down in the mines, where you faced that spirit, that demon that came out of that kobold. You were not yourself. That's where I heard the name Mylorna. I've heard you speak that name before. You said, I will not go back. I will not be anyone's slave. And you had that red fire glow in your eyes.
That was me. That was me. And, I mean, I am tiefling, so I do have some infernal about me. And I can call upon that when I need to, when I really need to. But that was definitely me. It's... I want to do, like... I want to help people. I want to do the right thing. I don't... After 10 years of having my choices taken away from me, I want to do right. I want to make the world better than it is. I want to make, well, wherever I end up, better than it is. And I was told that the connection that I had with Mylorna was sundered. And that's why I was able to come back to the material plane, back to Faerun, and seek out my family, who I thought was lost. I don't understand what's going on, and to be honest, I'm a little scared. I don't want to be a danger to you all, and I don't want to be a danger to my family.
I would suggest that this gets further investigated. Someone with more specific subject knowledge than myself. I will try and help you if I can. But
Sure.
I don't think presently, while you have made odd choices, counter to your normal purpose upon occasion, that you are presently any kind of large danger to us. Because if you were, I would have taken you out by now myself. For what it's worth.
Can I make a roll, DM?
Mhm.
At the challenge.
Yep, absolutely. Another wisdom check, please.
$12.
You feel that other presence rise up inside you. You become... It's almost like you hear those whispers echoing around the room, giving you different advice, giving you things you should be doing or not doing, just echoing from all around the room. Can you also roll me 2d10 plus 4?
This
I'm just gonna check this.
advice.
Alright, so the 2d10 was a 13.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to hear these whispers echoing throughout the room for 13 minutes.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate that, but if I no, she's a friend. If I become dangerous, just make sure I don't hurt anyone, please. Shut up. No.
I don't think I have anything to help you.
Can I lesser restoration myself to fucking stop it?
You can certainly try, but it's not going to do anything. This is very different. You're on mute, I think, Dave.
I just want to make sure that you guys sorry, you guys are my friends, and I want to help you guys and do what I can, but if I become dangerous, just help me, please.
I will do that as best I can.
When, just at this point, while there's 2d4, 13 minutes of whispers, if anyone wants to try and give Sly some counterproductive advice, now's the time.
I was just gonna try and the hush little baby song. I was gonna try and drown it out with something nice. But I have a really terrible charisma, so it's not gonna sound good.
There you go. Whispers coming in.
It's shut up. It's literally what went through my mind when she gave that challenge.
Destroy the cat.
Destroy the pussy? She's not into me. She's not into me.
Take her fancy hat.
My fancy.
Put frozen Jack in their bed.
Oh, no, we can't touch Frozen Jack, and the hat looks really good on her.
Their bed and blame it on the cats.
Do a
No,
shit.
I can't take a shit in the bed and blame it on the cat, because there's only one cat, and it's Jorgen.
Do a shit and put it in a paper bag and light it on fire.
To the house that we live in?
Get a really bad tan. Then run for president.
Holy shit!
Build a wall.
I want to give inspiration to Dave for that.
All right, let's do it. Dave, we'd like a card. Ruin, Sage, Fates, or the Gem.
I'll take gem, please.
Gem.
For 200.
Let me hand that card to you, and I'll pass that across to you in a second. Meanwhile,
As I start to bundle back up and everything, I just turn to Beatrice and I say, without ignoring the voices for a hot second, so I can have a coherent thought. Thank you, Beatrice. I really do appreciate it. I know you don't trust me, but I mean it when I say you're all my friends, and I want to do what I can, do right by you all.
I think you mistake the not trusting you for not trusting all of, like, there's a difference between being able to trust all of you and being able to trust parts of you. I'm not going to be able to trust you wholly, knowing that you have this presence within you. But I will trust you to the extent that I can, knowing what I know. And that's what I can offer.
I appreciate that, and
She knows too much.
I mean, the offer's still on the table if you wanted to get to know all of me.
All of me wants all
What
of
is
you.
the say about that?
Sorry, I missed that because of fucking Mark.
I just, like, you see me stare, you see, like, me staring at you, waiting for this response, and, like, you just, like, glazed over, and now you have to, like, figure out what the rest of that conversation is in real time.
This is the song
I mean-
that does it. 'Cause
I mean,
Stop, people. Stop.
I mean- we're both attractive women,
not knowing what it was.
and it's a cold night, and we both know what we like, and I think, judging from the way you're looking at me currently, it's each other. We don't have to spend another cold night alone.
If you want to be my lover, get with my friends.
I'm sort of looking at you like that because, like, I imagine, like, your character is bursting out laughing in response.
Just trying really hard. No, just trying to keep the straightest face possible. And I mean, we have but one life on this material plane, and why waste it on bookish nerds who only care about one thing?
Huh?
That's a slight dig at Tali.
Oh, because, like, Beatrice also sees herself as a bookish nerd, so...
at Beatrice, that was at Tali, who Sly has got the sense that Beatrice was kind of interested in, but then very quickly got less interested.
Yeah, no, that's true. She was completely useless, and I don't really abide useless people.
I mean, as the saying go, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
I will do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Offer. Interesting offer. I think... Not yet. You all found this a bit too amusing. Maybe a time that's a little bit less humorous for you.
Sorry.
I'm going to walk.
I like big rats back
I'll,
here. Bueno,
Last-
God.
He can.
Last thing that Sly will say to Beatrice is, "I'll wait, and when you're ready, you let me know."
Ooh.
And then the last whisper you hear then is, Meanwhile, what's been happening out in the common area?
What the fuck are they doing in there? It's been ages.
Gregov is like watering the shrub and like picking blueberries.
You just hear the shrub going up.
Can we take a blueberry and feed the little creature?
Yeah, you can take one.
How does the little creature react?
Looks a bit weird, like startled to see a bush kind of walking around, but takes the blueberry kindly, scurries back near your foot and starts to chomp into it.
Given it's like a blueberry vending machine, does the little creature just go apeshit?
No, it just takes the berry and then runs back behind your foot.
Cool, so we have a pet now. And you can't talk?
Nope, shakes his head and just keeps chomping into that blueberry.
You understand things.
Nods his head.
Blink once for you understand. He nods.
I need to correct something in my description of these. They don't have eyes or mouths. I don't know how they eat. But he can nod.
Does it eat?
Do you need something?
Has a very hard, I guess, look in your direction, Jorgen, from where you're speaking, and just follows your torso down to your hand, and it looks like this creature's eyeless gaze is fixed on the ring that you're wearing.
I'm immediately suspicious of it.
DM, is this a beast?
Nope, it is not a beast.
Clearly a plant.
He pulls out also from inside his little like straw looking thing. He pulls out like a copper piece and sort of just twinkles it around. Pulls out another broken chip of metal and sort of just holds it up and shimmies it around and stuffs them back inside his strange little hay or straw coat.
I pull out random shit from my rucksack and wave them around.
He gives you a clap.
I've got more shit than you do. But
he stuffs
I'll also make a more obvious gesture of like using one hand to like almost scan a face or get a reaction, and then the other hand as they're two very discrete reactions, like disinterest to one, and then like
very much like the one that's got the ring on it follows it, and kind of you can see him almost shuffling across in the direction that hand is moving, to the point where he holds a blueberry in his mouth, and it is mouth somewhere, wherever that imaginary mouth is right now. And you see these little arms kind of reach up, just trying to like, gimme.
I'll slip him another blueberry. If he's doing gimme, gimme, gimme hands.
Okay, he takes out the blueberry. It's like he's still got one hanging out of his mouth. He's like,
Hamster cheeks.
hamster cheeks. Sits down, holds onto him, and just shuffles right into your fur.
I pluck him off.
You
Just
what?
pluck him off.
That
And just pop him down on the table or discarded furniture.
Okay. He that's okay. He stays on a rickety old table or a stump of something, but sort of make sure he's on the closest edge to where you are.
What do you guys make of this thing? Why the fuck does it seem so interested in me?
I don't know. Did you rescue it or something? It was just outside in the cold.
I don't know. It just came up at me.
Well, you
and
did feed it.
I know. I made
You're
that
supposed to feed
mistake.
They keep coming. Yeah, they don't go. The plant is good because I don't think we can feed it. It doesn't really like the water.
I don't know what to do with you, friend. Shouldn't call you friend. That's a bad choice.
just waiting for the barbarian to get fed up with it and just be like, you know what? Smush.
There's two other things. So while Sly and Beatrice, I imagine you guys are like, once you finish your conversation, you're on your way back out. Just as you're on your way back out, Sly, your mind rings with this pulsing sound, like boom.
Is that different to the current voices that I'm hearing in my head?
It's very different. This is a sound you've been hearing on and off since Tourmaline.
Oh, the gem thingy that I've got.
Yeah. And Jorgen, you're feeling a bit like the day's wearing on, and your hand grows ever tighter around this massive cleaver.
Are we all together now?
Yeah, by this point, you've all come out and back together. Unless there's anything else you guys, like Jorgen, Greykov, and Tolbin, want to take care of on their own first.
And
I'm not going to sleep.
This
Poppy and what's her face have left, right?
Pops and Talia have left, yes.
Cool.
there's a thing I've been hearing. I don't know what it is, but I'm getting like a cloister bells thing from this rock. I think something is wrong.
What rock?
I answer in his brain hole. The one that lets me do this.
If you can speak to people, Dan, why don't you speak to the little thing when you come back? If you can brain hole speak.
I speak into the little thing's brain hole and I'm like, hello! How are you, little friends?
It explodes.
It apart from like hearing the loud noise in its head, and it kind of like just shelters away for a second, it just looks up at you warily. In fact, it looks around like, where the hell
I
did that
am a friend.
It's looking.
Name is Sly.
It looks absolutely terrified to the point where it stands up and tries to reach out for Jorgen, like, help.
You think in head I hear.
It's looking up around the room still, just completely fucking freaked out right now. Like it's got blueberry gunk all over its face. The other one is like smushed on the on the floor next to it. It's
You-
trying to look around and start to
Like-
run around, terrified.
You like blueberries? Have you had blueberry pie? Have you tried cream pies? They're also good. What type of pie do you like?
It's this little creature starts to pick up that whatever it's hearing is a common language, the same kind of thing everyone else is speaking, but it doesn't know what to do with that information. Give me an insight check.
I was gonna. Okay, insight. I mean, who doesn't like cream pies? I mean, Jesus. Nat 20. Let's go.
Yeah. In that 20, you can pick up that this creature is unintelligible. It can't understand a word you're saying. You're getting nothing back out of it.
Okay. I will then instead of thinking words, I think thoughts. I think like pictures essentially to it. There's like pictures of Jorgen helping people, you know, us helping people essentially with like the sense, like the feeling, the emotion of, do you need assistance?
You don't get anything back that seems like it's stressed out.
I turn to Jorgen and I say, I think your little straw fan might be an idiot.
Well, given that we're not exactly charging for rooms yet, like you can stay here, and I point to the rest of like the tavern, but I'm like, no, you here.
Just look at it's following the point of your finger around, especially the hand with the
Stay.
ring on it. It just stays. It just sits.
I speak into Grey Colv's head and Tolban's head, and I'm just like, it's gonna crawl in Jorgen's butt tonight. I just have a feeling.
As the nightly Aurora. I always get those two mixed up. Aurora.
Aurora.
Oh, definitely Aurora.
Aurora.
The faint
Aurora.
colours sort of make their way through the grimy windows of this inn. Do you all take a rest or continuing conversation? Your call.
Tolban wants to, before everyone goes to bed, Tolban just wants to tell them he's gonna, he has to go back. I have to go back and check that it's been screeching on my head that there's more to the magic that druid left there, things we didn't check for in druidic. Things that only a druid would look for, and I didn't look for them when we were there. I'm just gonna run back as the direwolf and sprint back to the sundial, and while the moon's out, I'm just gonna go and do a quick investigation. You sleep.
Wait,
I'll be able to get there quickly and back.
Wait, you're gonna go off by yourself?
I'm literally a direwolf.
Cool. We've literally fought a lot of different types of things that weren't just direwolves, and they were pretty fucking hard.
Can this not wait till
Yeah,
tomorrow?
Not that it's not for me to fight things. It's for me to be able to run away very quickly. That's
Yes,
what
but-
I'll do if something happens.
I think this is a big risk to take by
Well-
yourself.
No, the risk would have been if I left without telling you.
I can give you mage armor if you'd like.
Sure.
No,
I'm just gonna go back, do a quick check of druid magic, and then be back. I'll be sneaky, very, very healthy, being able to go in and out of direwolf multiple times.
So your AC will be 13 plus your dexterity modifier for the
My
next.
dexterity is
8
plus
hours.
2. That's 15. That's what my AC is anyway.
Oh, damn.
but
All good.
I don't.
Can you fly back if you need to? As in bird?
Still working on my flying abilities, but I can run very, very, very fast.
I still don't think that this is the bestest of ideas, considering we're still young and squishy.
Oh, I can give you
Yeah.
long sword too.
uh,
That didn't really work.
What was
I
that?
mean,
You can increase your speed by
like
10.
that, yeah. I think that gets me to like 70 feet or more or something sprinting as a direwolf.
And I'm going to give you guidance.
for a minute is
But-
that's very useful.
Okay.
Yeah. But Tolvin, I'm kind of worried about this. I don't.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll sprint there, 120 feet around, whatever that means. And then I'll do a quick look around and I'll sprint back. We murdered everything, right?
Pretty sure.
There are a couple of doors we didn't open.
I'm not going to open any new doors. I'm just going to do a quick check of the druid magic in the room where we were.
Okay. I don't like this idea, but I'm not gonna be the one who takes away your autonomy as a person. And I will grab some of the fur that I've picked up over the couple of times that I've seen him turn into a direwolf, and I'll sprinkle it over him just before he leaves. And I'm going to cast Enhance Ability. Now you've got a choice, Tolbin, of which of the spells effects you want. You've got Bear's Endurance, which gives you an extra 2d6 temp hit points. Bull Strength gives you advantage on strength checks. Cat's Grace gives you advantage on dex checks, as well as you don't take damage if you fall 20 feet or less. Eagle's Splendor, advantage on charisma checks. Fox's Cunning, intelligence checks. Owl's Wisdom on wisdom checks. So
I'll take the dex one, please.
all right,
Dex for 400, did he?
Dex
All right,
400.
It needs to be asked as a question. What is Dex?
I'll as he transforms into a direwolf, I'll just take the fur and I was like, oh, in his face. Well, that should help you a little bit. I don't think this is the best idea, but be safe out there. And I give him a little scritch behind the ear.
Okay. And as the rest of you kind of find a place to crash for the evening.
Oh,
Tolbin
I'll stay up for a little bit because
Alright.
I don't trust that little leprechaun thing.
Okay.
But just keep an eye on it for a minute.
Okay. Tolbin, as you sprint your way back to the elven tomb, it takes about half an hour of solid sprinting to get there. You're in and out of wild shape a little bit. Give me a perception check.
Because I'm looking for druid crafty type stuff specifically,
Hmm.
and I'm a druid, and I've got the druid craft capabilities of being able to do druid stuff.
Yep.
Can I get it on advantage?
Well, let's hang on. My perception check call here was you weren't quite there yet. You're still sprinting on your
Oh,
way.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It was a 5, which gives a total of 12 versus my passive perception of 17, though.
Yep. Okay. So sprinting along, you catch sight of off in the trees this like ethereal white creature, this woman floating off and around the tree line. But in wolf form,
Here's my...
you carry on sprinting. Eventually, you make it to the elven tomb. What would you like to do?
I'd like to go back to the room where the druid was,
Hmm.
and as a druid doing druid things,
Hmm.
I was a businessman doing business things. I just want to go in and check and just see, like, is there any extra druid magic? Is there, like, any of our secret language stuff written anywhere on the walls? Any hidden messages or things that I'd look for specifically as a the sort of things that only a druid would know where to look for another druid in their hideout, right? Like, I don't know how else to put that.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
So close. So it was a 10. 10.
Any of your magic cards going to help you out in this situation?
I don't know that they are. I think one is a extra turn, and the other one is a additional action. Yeah, additional action on my turn, and the other one's an additional attack roll. I think it's specifically.
I'm happy to let you burn the additional action one in play, like as to have another look around in different area.
Okay, I will burn the additional gem. Then I will play the gem card. Don't know how I play that.
I think you just did.
Great. I play the card.
Okay, give us another investigation.
How long does that guidance last for that somebody was talking about before?
Oh, that was Greykov just giving you good advice.
Ah, good. I love it. Okay. Fingers crossed and all that. Oh, it was worse.
Nothing really comes up, man. Nothing that you hadn't seen before.
Okay. Bit disheartened. I think I was holding. I think Tobin was hoping there was some secret druid stuff there. I will revert to wolf and run like the wind.
Okay.
Bullseye.
Yeah, sure enough, you running along, and as you hit the edge of Tourmaline, we're going to go ahead and finish our stream there for the evening. What? Something else you wanted to do? Actually, no, we won't. I'll edit that a little bit. You managed to run through the rest of Tourmaline. It's pushing now. After that little escapade, just pushed midnight upon your return into the ramshackle. Is there anything else you want to do?
My thing was, if nothing happened with the little dude, in the morning I was going to speak into Beast's brain and ask if I should tell everyone else in the party her story.
Well,
we can save that for next stream.
We will save that for next stream, as you all managed to get yourself a good night's rest in the ramshackle on mouldy old disgusting feathery mattresses.
Yay!
Yay! How like turning 18?
Cool. Ah, good session. And we'll be back again next week with the morning after the night that was. Yeah? Let's see what other adventures we can get up to. See what other adventures we can get up to in and around Lonely Wood and beyond. All right, folks. Take care. See you next time.
Amazing.
Bye.
I think Raw Toast is in the chat. See you later, Raw Toast.
Well, we made it. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to follow and subscribe. And if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like this video, hit the notification bell to ensure you never miss any of our VODs, and subscribe as well so we can continue to produce quality content. Now, a special prize for all people who sub. They'll get a special vial of my bath water that's been archived from my Only Dance. That's right, my bath water. Fresh.
The bad, he's up.
Level 5! Level 5!
Team something!